Hi and welcome. In today's video I'm going to discuss if removing Olof from the main roster was the right choice, or if they could have gone with another player or even with a 6-man roster. First of all, I want to bring up some stats. I think nobody would have doubted that kicking Olof before the Blast event was the right choice. But after FaZe signed Twists, Olof's stats got immense better. Just look at this graph. After signing Twists, Rain's rating went up by 0.05, Coldzera's rating went up by 0.02, and Olof went up by a huge 0.23. With this in mind, and with Olof actually being the second best performer after signing Twists, and even being the fourth best performer in Blast Group C, this might make you think, is it really the right choice to kick Olofmeister? Bringing in Kerrigan to this team is for sure the right choice. He is one of the best in-game leaders of all time in CSGO. He can make this team for sure better. But the question I got is, isn't it better to kick Rain instead of Olof? Or isn't it worth trying a 6th-man roster? Let's talk about the 6th-man roster first. First of all, when we look at some stats of them, for example Rain on Inferno, he's way behind Olof. You could swap in Olof on Inferno, so you play with Olof on Coldzera on Inferno. On Train you could swap Olof out. On Mirage the same, you could play with Olof out. But on Nuke, for example, Coldzera is the one lacking far behind with a 0.96 compared to Olof's 1.07. So you could play with Olof on the Rain there. And on Dust 2 you could swap Olof out. So from the map and stats perspective it would make sense. Same goes for the roles. You could swap Rain out because you still have Kerrigan as an entry fragger. You could swap Olof out because he's kind of between lurk and support, and Coldzera could fulfill this role. Then we have Coldzera, who is like a second guy in and support player, so Olofmeister could fulfill this role as well. In my opinion, it would have been worth trying a 6-man roster in this case. And like said, the second thing I want to talk about is why kick Olof and not, for example, Rain. Taking a look at possible roles with the new roster, we have Kerrigan for sure as an IGL, Brokey 100% on the AWP, then we could have Kerrigan or Rain as the entry fragger. A star player, we have Twists, and then Coldzera would be the support player / lurker. When Rain would have got kicked instead of Olof, the roles would have been much clearer, because then we have IGL and entry fragging Kerrigan, AWP on Brokey, Olof as lurker, Twists as the star player, Cold and Olof as support players, and Cold being the second guy in after Kerrigan. Just the fact that Rain is an entry fragger, just like Kerrigan, makes it in my mind hard to tell why Olof is out. Of course, his stats aren't that great, but in recent results Olof was huge for the team. In my opinion, they didn't make a mistake by kicking Olof and keeping Rain. But I would just have loved to see how this FaZe roster would play out with Olof due to his recent results in Blast, which he was just bonkers. He was really good compared to Rain, who didn't show off that well. He had some highlights here and there, but overall he was way worse than Olof. And just because of the roles, because Kerrigan is an IGL and entry fragger, and Rain is the entry fragger as well, I would have loved to see Olof stay instead of Rain. Or even try a 6-man roster as said previously. The only thing we can do now is just wait and see what FaZe brings to us. I still hope you like this video. Leave a like, write a comment. As usual, thanks for watching and see you soon.